Just want to say thanks. My kids are big fans, and that's why I'm up here. So my son, he's 16. He wanted to be here. I have 2 questions. One for him. How to keep negative thoughts away.
Well,
not sure what he's dealing with, but...
All right, so how to keep negative thoughts away. Don't offer a vibration that attracts them. How to keep negative thoughts away. Negative thoughts promote negative thoughts. Positive thoughts promote positive thoughts. How to keep negative thoughts away. Care about how I feel and reach for thoughts that feel good. How do I keep negative thoughts away? There's no exclusion. So the question is a bad question. It's how can I keep away from me this thing I'm focused on? How can I keep away from me this thing I'm calibrated to? You can't. The law of attraction doesn't say, oh, we'll make you the one exception in all of the universe. The way you keep negative thoughts away is by activating more and more positive thoughts until that's what feels the best to you, so that's what you do. By not reacting, but by acting. And that's what we mean by getting out ahead of it. If you tune into your inner being and you start receiving thoughts, we promise you they won't be negative thoughts. But if you don't tune into your inner being and you go out into the world, you could tune into anything that's loud around you. The squeaking wheel gets the attention, so to speak. We also want to say, and we don't want to start a habit of this because everybody will come with a message from someone who isn't here. And it's much better if we are talking to you directly. But negative thoughts are not your nature. It's something you've picked up along your physical trail by others who think it's cool or who do it a lot or whatever. Negative thoughts are not your nature. And that's why you're asking the question. Negative thoughts bother you, and well, they should. But there's something to be said for knowing what you don't want, because if you don't know what you don't want, you can't know what you do want. So how would you calibrate to a positive thought if you didn't know what a negative thought was? How could you calibrate to something that felt better if you didn't know something that felt worse? So don't be upset. This message is not about avoiding everything unwanted. This message is about recognizing what is wanted and what is unwanted and turning more and more of your attention toward what is wanted. We would never say, never have a negative thought or feeling. That would be like saying, get in your car. Is he driving yet?
I'm actually teaching him. He has his permit.
That'd be like getting in the car, no gasoline, the gas gauge is on empty. Oh, but that's negative. Put a happy face sticker on it. That feels way better.
Okay. Like that analogy. Okay.
Yeah. In other words, the negative emotion is an indicator that something needs to be tended to. So negative thought and negative feeling is a good thing because it's directive, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My second question is purpose in life. I find myself questioning.
Blah, 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 blah. You're not going to like this answer. Hardly anybody does because it's not meaty enough and it doesn't have enough sacrifice in it for most of you. Your purpose in life is joyful expansion. And the expansion happens whether you know it or not. The joyful part is an option.
Okay. I guess I just feel like I should be doing more. I have a good life.
Well, there's shortage consciousness in that. Anytime you feel like you should be doing more, how does that feel? I should be doing more. What else does that say? I'm not enough. I'm not doing enough. Somebody is looking at me and finding fault with me. And we promise you it's not your inner being saying that to you. So you're picking it up from some place, but it doesn't feel good. So you could just ask yourself in that moment, get on the other side of that page and ask yourself, what does my inner being feel about me? That's another way of saying, what do I dominantly know? Does my inner being think that I should have my nose to the grindstone every single moment? Is that what my inner being thinks? Does my inner being think that I should be suffering and sacrificing and struggling and constantly active? Or does my inner being want me to relax and refresh and reconnect and flow? Does my inner being want me to exhaust myself through action, or does my inner being want me to calibrate to the power of the universe and direct it with my mind? Is there a lot of effort in directing thought, or does it become effortless as I calibrate to it and find it to be more? We want to tell you a story because we've been talking about getting out ahead of it. And sometimes when we speak about deliberate creation, it makes you think that you want to do whatever the work is that Abraham is hounding you to do and get hooked up to the energy stream, and then you want to point that energy stream in more productive ways for yourself and others. And that's not what we're encouraging. That's not what it is about. What we're encouraging is that you hook up to this stream so that everything that life has caused you to ask for can flow easily into your experience, because you are a vibrational match to what you are asking for, not a vibrational match to its opposite. Did you hear that? Mm-hmm. So getting out ahead of it means right now, where all of my power is, my present moment is where all of my power is. Right now, in this present moment where I have the option of hooking to my power, being under the influence of Source or otherwise, all of my power to choose is right here and now. But the more often I choose my inner being, the more likely I'm going to be to do it. Because there's momentum in past thoughts. There's momentum in those thoughts. Therefore, influence in those thoughts. So, getting out ahead of it. Segment intending. I'm going to step out into the world. Let's say I'm going to work. I'm getting ready to walk into the building. And segment intending says, it's a new segment because I'm about to begin playing or co-creating with other people. There's people in there. So we're going to start responding to each other in some way. They're going to be in there. In most cases, we're going to react to each other in some way, in some practiced way. So, formerly, what people thought that deliberate creation was, or segment intending was. So I'm going to stand here and I'm going to say, when I get in there, this one's going to behave that way and this one's going to behave that way, and I'm going to make more money today, I'm going to make more sales today, things are going to go more my way than they've ever gone before. In other words, I'm going to take my power and I'm going to direct it to these outcomes. Calibrating and getting out ahead of it, segment intending, is different from that in this way. Calibrating, segment intending, is, in this moment, I'm going to find something to focus on that allows me to connect with who I really am. I'm adjusting my point of attraction, not my point of assertion, my point of attraction, which means looking for positive aspects, remembering nice things that have happened, meditating, quieting your mind all together, is preparing my point of attraction for the segment that I'm walking into. Am I a lover or a hater? I'm a lover. Do I like people or do they annoy me? I like people. Am I a co-creator or am I all on my own? I'm a co-creator. Are people good or bad? People are good. Do people mean well or mean not well? People mean well. Ask yourself these questions until you have calibrated to who you really are. And then walk in that room and notice what happens. And then calibrate again and walk in that room and notice what happens until you have proven to yourself that if you will get out ahead of it, by adjusting your vibrational frequency to the source frequency before you walk in, that then you will evoke from them the source parts of them. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So when you walk into a room where somebody there that's been a problem every time you've been with them, the last 100 times you've been with them, and you're remembering that, oh yeah, here we go again. Last time I was there. You're calibrating to that. You're preparing yourself to walk into that room. That's your point of attraction, and that's what you're getting. And we're not saying that you usually do that. What we're saying is you usually don't do anything, so you walk into the room feeling like you felt the last time you walked into the room, so you get the same thing you got last time you walked into the room. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Getting out ahead of it is doing something different. Getting out ahead of it is tuning to the wholeness of who you are first and then walking into the room. It's point of attraction. It's point of attraction. It's attraction. It's attraction. It's attraction. It's only attraction. It's only attraction. It's only attraction. It's only attraction. You hurt my feelings. It's only attraction. I attracted you hurting my feelings because I remembered the last time you hurt my feelings, or I remembered somebody else hurting my feelings, or something that you said reminded me of something, or I smelled something that reminded me of a time my feelings were hurt, or I heard a song on the radio that reminded me of a time that my feelings were hurt. Something has activated within me that because I didn't get out ahead of it. I was sloppy and lazy, and I blundered into the room and I got what I'm habitually offering. I got what my point of attraction will bring me. So, isn't it nice to walk into all of these rooms with all of these people and find out what your vibration is? We've been saying to you for a long time, there are two ways to know how you're doing. One is by how you feel, the other is by how things keep turning out. So if you can do something about how you feel, then you can totally control how things turn out. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Thank you.
Yeah.